This will be The Power's first full-length album. Our first objective is to finish the opening track, Shane Sings 5 Octaves to Save Mankind, but even that is proving to be a challenge. Still, being in the studio recording music is what we aspire to do, and we're ready to give whatever it takes.
I started with Strike a Violent Pose in September of 2009, and then when we became The Power in May of 2010, I believe, maybe 11, something like that.
The Power basically formed because we realized that the music we were making wasn't really fitting the name Strike a Violent Pose anymore, so we were like, music's kind of powerful. I think we should change the name to The Power.
As far as songwriting goes, I kind of just start writing and I'll get a little snippet of something and I'll listen to it and see where it takes me, see what from it inspires me, what it reminds me of other things, how I can mix things together. For the song, Shane Sings 5 Octaves to Save Mankind, we kind of worked on that collaboratively as a group. All of us played a huge role in writing it.
Basically, this man is summoned to fight pure evil and succeed. And I thought that was a really good start, just because we're trying to succeed as musicians.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
a metaphor.
Kind of like a metaphor for The Power.
That's the single off this album. We actually did the whole song already. We tracked the guitars, the bass, and the vocals and everything. It's a cool intro because it's a catchy riff in the beginning. And the whole song's catchy. It's not too long. This song is just a rocker from the beginning. I mean, the very beginning, there's a little effect to kind of get your attention. But the song is kind of their signature sound.
Back when the band was still Strike a Violent Pose, I actually recorded our first CD, which was like a little 4-song demo. I recorded one of the, we recorded the music and everything, and our old singer quit. So I was at the studio and I was like, you know what, whatever, 25 bucks, I'll pay my producer, I'll sing on the track and just see how it comes out.
When you see I'm not like you.
And ever since then, I've kind of been the voice of the band.
We record the guitars on our own. It ends up, after all the studio time, as a nice sounding guitar track, studio recording stuff, but this is what the studio gets, something like this. It's nothing really to write home about. It's kind of boring. You wouldn't want to pay money to hear that, but that's what it all starts out with. And then we email that to Greg, and he runs it through an amplifier, makes it sound all pretty.
Some artists with whom I work are just, honestly, a client. They come in, we record music, they give me money, they leave. The Power, it seems like they're like, well, can you make it sound like this? I have this idea. Let's polish this song and make a certain product out of it. So everyone has a little different take on it, and The Power is one of them. Their songs are like living, breathing products.
All I want to do, all I've ever wanted to do is have a full-length album. And I think our music is totally worthy of that.
Fall! I think I started and ended a little early, which actually...
If you hold it in the fire.
The power?
The power.
Power. If you hold in the power, you will spontaneously
Yeah,
combust.
so we don't complete this album, we're gonna die.
I've seen every possible scenario that can hinder a band, that it's like, well, there's nothing left that could possibly get in the way now. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. There's always something that gets in the way. For instance, like, our one guitarist, he just doesn't, he has a really huge fear of cameras. Like, I've booked photo shoots, and he'll show up, and he'll show up like 5 hours late. Last week is a really good example of what I was just talking about. Last week, Rob just decided he could not handle, like, it was pulling teeth trying to get him there. Showed up late. Half hour goes by, we play a few songs, and then all of a sudden he gets this call. Oh, sorry guys, I got an emergency, gotta leave. So, I guess band practice is over. Hit the line! You never have to rule out the possibility that something will get in your way. But at the same time, you have to stay optimistic.
You wrote this part to be exceptionally hard.
I didn't write it to be played.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't write anything. Wait, really?
You record the drums first, you have a steady rhythm to work with, and you can work around the rhythm, get everything all tight. The order for Shane was drums, bass, guitar, vocals, and then drums again.
The Power has something other than the music that can be cool. And what I like about it is it's accessible music, but it's also written by people that understand music. So it doesn't just sound like power chords. Every chord they play must be a power chord, right? But everything else they do sounds musical. It's catchy and it's complicated, but it's not so complicated to the fact that only nerds will understand it.
After some effects and some mixing, Shane is complete. But this is only a small dent in the album. The time has come for the Power to showcase their music to the world. Is the world ready for the Power? Everybody buckled up? Cool.
This thing is so much fun.
Like by the lone man's call.
Orange glows from your window. A ball of fire decimates your wall. As the ash clears away, you catch a glimpse of a man. A tonic blade grasping his burning hand. Now that you've looked death in the eye, you pray to who you reject. Here I stand, poised with the cosmic gem printed by Lord Chromatica.
Germany. Craig, your ear's gonna be on our Kickstarter.